Hey guys, it's your boy V back with more Motivated content, and shout out to Yonix, Spellborrow, Max, and myself and the whole ODS Alliance. Once again, we have some nice new findings. So yesterday, last night, whatever you want to call it, we found out that the Brilliant Judgment was the best CDP for Ghost Rider for basically every single content, and also as a striker. Now we will be finding out actually if Brilliant Energy Black Widow has some value, because Black Widow used to be meta in ABX. It was better than most of the characters, even better than Thor for instance, and then Ghost Rider came and she was kind of replaced. But today we will be finding out more about this comparison, and she gives humongous value. So what we will do is, first of all, I'm gonna show you a Mighty Rage Black Widow as striker for Ghost Rider for the Universal Hero ABX. Then I'm gonna show you Brilliant Energy all attacks 240% proc striker for Ghost Rider in the same restriction, and we will try and compare the score gap. Okay, so first of all, this run I'm gonna start off is gonna be was with a Mighty Rage striker. It's not for Mighty Rage Ghost Rider. The Ghost Rider is a Brilliant Judgment Ghost Rider that I showed you last night, and we actually have a Mighty Rage Black Widow striker right here, which we will be testing out. And the reason why we are testing this is actually if Black Widow is able to score, or I should say give more increase over Ghost Rider in ABX, that means every single day she will be increasing your score. So she could be an amazing contender if you have a brilliant CDP of energy. Now, this thing usually just works with the brilliant energy. Mighty energy doesn't have that much value because of the 200% proc. The proc, I think, is the main deal, and why Black Widow actually performs so good with it. I think that is mainly because of the proc. Just like I said last night with Ghost Rider, if you have a brilliant judgment, doesn't matter if you have a type, doesn't matter if you have all attack roll, the 240% proc is the deal breaker. That is the main reason why Ghost Rider was able to shine so much, even compared to a brilliant CDP of Rage, which is definitely much more valuable these days compared to a brilliant CT, basically any CTP these days. So it's insane findings, and honestly, I am really happy that I was able to be a part of this scientific research and this sort of like discovery. Most people don't even actually care about the striker CDPs. They just put anything, and I've been doing this for quite some time, that I like testing things. Obviously, it's like we have been playing this game for so long, and the insane thing about that is that we are still learning. Like, all of us have been playing for literally years, and maybe some of us probably are playing since the game started, and we are still learning new things about the game here and there. Black Widow was the first ever speed tier 4 added to the game, and she still has value. And this actually is an older uniform. She never got a new uniform. Like, this uniform she got before she got a tier 4, and she never got a new uniform again. So yes, that is totally possible that they might start giving uniforms for the current tier 4s, although most of the current tier 4s are very strong with their own uniforms in certain contents here and there. So I don't think they will give uh, uniforms to the existing tier 4s very soon, but I would say definitely that is something that they can always do. But that will basically only mean that the characters who are already insanely strong will get even stronger. Like, can you imagine if Black Widow gets, say, a tier, obviously she has a tier 4. If Black Widow gets a new uniform, the damage or the new skill could be just bonkers. She could be meta for Mustang. So anyways, we got about 16.8 million. I can absolutely push this score to maybe about 17 million, depending on the second row delay, because we did not get that. Now let me show you Brilliant CTP of energy, 28% all attack roll and 240% proc Black Widow striker. It might seem a lot, but CTP of energy was also the first ever CTP introduced in the whole game. So it's like, it's a nostalgic. It kind of gives me goosebumps right now that the first ever tier 4 speed, and the speed tier 4, I should say, the first ever was Iron Man. So first ever speed tier 4 meets the first ever CTP introduced in the game, and they're rocking. They are in the meta. It's kind of insane. And the great thing about this makes CTP of energy reliable and viable once again. And like most of the content, yes, you can still use CDP of energy in World Boss Legend, but apart from World Boss Legend, it only has, I think it only is useful on one or two characters, which is like Adam Warlock for PvP you can use, and maybe something else. Apart from that, you don't see anyone talking about CTP of energy these days. Literally, Destruction game, it literally like wiped out half of the CDP of energy choices because most of the characters were actually better with destruction. Some of them, like Sharon Rogers, Cable, and stuff, they kind of stayed with the energy. But now, with someone like Black Widow coming into the picture, it still holds more value. And if you have any of the brilliant CTP of energies in your account, it's very hard. I don't even have one. I have a brilliant destruction, but not an energy. So if you have a brilliant CDP of energy on your account, it might be the best way to utilize that right now. Black Widow is the, I would say, the best choice for this. Yes, you might lose some value with if you have a mighty energy or a brilliant energy, I would say, on Adam Warlock. Although normal to mighty is not a humongous difference for Adam Warlock, brilliant is a big deal. But I don't think that is gonna be insanely huge value because you can always put a new CTP or maybe a greed you can try for extra damage and some PvP value as well. So it depends what you really want to use on Adam. He's very versatile character, so I don't think he's gonna lose a lot, I would say. So it's not gonna be something that you might regret. So this run actually was a really good run. I was, I think, able to get all the roll delays, which was insane. Usually doesn't happen. And still, like, you can see the score. I'm usually around 15 million, like 6 seconds before, and we are definitely far from that. We already have crossed 16.2. We're crossing 16.3 right now. And Ghost Rider is, man, Brilliant Judgment Ghost Rider is very consistent. I love this. More than Rage, honestly. It's very good. We have already passed the score that we had before. One more rotation, and we are able to get ourselves 17.3 million. So even if I get 17 with the mighty Rage Black Widow, that's still a 300k increase over it, and I can improve this. If you saw the run, I actually cancel one tier 3 instant, I think. So I can say that Black Widow Brilliant Energy is about a 300k to a 400k increase over Mighty Rage, which is pretty nice, and that's every single day. Now, that is about that. Now, what about Ghost Rider versus Black Widow? Because this is mainly what the video is about. So we know that Ghost Rider Brilliant Judgment is the best. And yes, Captain Marvel might not be the best, but she's actually very consistent as long as you get the delays. One of the most consistent characters, I would say. She's spammy, but also honestly, she's fun. You know, the good thing is that she doesn't get a lot from the artifact. Actually, the artifact doesn't even work in ABX. You don't get a single strand of increase in your scores. So even if you don't have an artifact, you will score the same without the artifact as you would with the artifact. So that's how it is. So we're testing out Ghost Rider and here and there. Again, as I said, the Ghost Rider, like obviously striker and everything, in ABX it doesn't make a huge difference. Okay, like for ABX, I don't think it's gonna make a humongous difference as a striker because 301 BR and BJ are close as a striker. As a main, it does. I think as a main, it's the best if you have the type. And all attack also kind of falls in the same kind of category. It all depends on the RNG of the run and everything, you know. So that's how it goes. We are rocking 10.3, 10.8 million, sorry, not 10.3. So yeah, like it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. And yeah, if you guys do enjoy these videos, obviously give this video a like and subscribe if you have not. We have been trying. We at ODS actually have been really putting the work in for the last couple of days. And honestly, it has been insane. I love the environment in the alliance. I love the passion that the players actually have, and the amount of research that we are you know willing to do for science for the Marvel Future Fight players. And I hope we can help the community as a whole as well. You know, I think that's the main point of making all these videos. Like I would basically not be making these videos, especially these videos, striker comparisons and all, if it were not for just all the players. Because you know as a solo player, I can definitely get my scores higher without telling anyone. Obviously some top alliances do, and there are always some stuff here and there that top players or top alliances do to keep their rankings. But it's also awesome when you and like myself, I feel really good when I make some of these videos which are insanely helpful. They do give some really good information, obviously with the help of my friends and the alliances, and it's awesome. We just do great. It's awesome. So anyways, this run was really not the best. Honestly, I can push maybe 100k or something higher. I do definitely think that I can do that. So what we can see about 16.3 or something is what I can do with the Ghost Rider Striker. Now, brilliant CDP of energy, 28% 240 Black Widow Striker. This is the main, and if Black Widow is able to score higher compared to Ghost Rider, that means she officially becomes the best striker for ABX for, well, all of the seasons except the characters that do not have burn, like Dr. Octopus, because then you need Ghost Rider to cancel the rewards, otherwise your score is shit. So even if you have them, you will still need Ghost Rider. If you have Ghost Rider, you will still need Black Widow. That's like the circle. I'm kind of happy that I actually tier 4 Black Widow. I was sad before because when I tier 4 Black Widow, I didn't see a much increase. Then Ghost Rider drops, and I felt like I kind of wasted all my crystals and here and there. Not materials, tier 4 materials. But I'm happy. And I'm thinking to maybe, like it's a maybe. I might sound crazy, but I might choose, when I do the anniversary bingo, I might choose a brilliant CDP of energy over a brilliant rage and give it to Black Widow. You can call me crazy, but the fact is, Black Widow, as we saw in the Ghost Rider run, gave us about 300k, 400k. So 300k, 400k score increase every day is much better than Brilliant Rage for a character which gets, like, say, even 4 days, like Dr. Octopus. It does give you big increase, but I think it's gonna be insane, and it will be like, I think it's definitely worth giving, because the main characters that you're giving Brilliant Rages to will get replaced eventually in the future soon. But strikers, they actually always stay. Black Widow has been in the meta ever since she got a tier 4. Like, can you imagine? It's been like what, 2 years or something of getting all the tier 4s and stuff, and she still is meta. Maybe 2.5 years. I forgot when the Iron Man tier 3, tier 4 was introduced. So this is the crazy value of supports and striker characters. And I've said that countless times before. If you have a choice to make, do you want to build a main character or do you want to build one or two support characters? I would go with support characters. I always say that. Even from the premium selectors and everything, you can choose a character, go for supports. Metas will get replaced. They will get new CDPs here and there, but supports always are helpful. Like heck, Coulson, the first ever real support in Marvel Future Fight, is the best support for Luna Snow. Can you imagine that? After what, 8 years of Marvel Future Fight? That's still insane. And as you can see right here, we're gonna pass the Ghost Rider score, and look at this. So Black Widow is about 200k, 300k higher than Ghost Rider, maybe 200k higher, which absolutely make her the top choice as an ABX striker. Not meta obviously as a main, but striker value she has a lot. That's 300k, 400k every single day. That's huge. Now, looking at the striker skill, she only has paralyze on the third skill that she uses. So, for characters who do not have burn specifically, like this season, like Dr. Octopus doesn't have burn and cannot cancel roar, you still need Ghost Rider for a striker. So there are some occasions where you will still need Ghost Rider. So if I were to make a conclusion about all of this, I say for Alliance Battle Extreme, because ABL, Ghost Rider is definitely better. Black Widow CDP of energy is the best ABX striker in the whole game. Then second choice will be the Ghost Rider with Brilliant Judgment. If you have a mighty CDP, I would say Ghost Rider will take the cake and becomes better overall. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about all this information. I hope this information was helpful. Give this video a like, subscribe channel if you already have not. And as always, for more awesome content, keep watching the video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, if you do enjoy the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.